We would like to introduce you to a special group of farmers who are safeguarding 3 ancient varieties of olives in the Veneto region of northern Italy. We have these olives pressed and bottled by a local family for Jovial's organic extra virgin olive oil, a very special product that we invite you to learn more about.
If you have a good little farm, you can pick immediately when they change the color, and it's very good for the oil. In this tree, I have the Grignano and Favarol, it's the typical variety, autochthon variety in this hill, and is very special for the smell, for the perfume, for the tasting.
In fact, the farms where our olives are grown range in size from just 3 to 7 acres. They are located within minutes of Daniele's press. Most of the trees here have been growing in these hills for centuries, and this is essential to producing such a fine extra virgin olive oil.
Take the harvest by hand, and this method is the very particular method to have quality, because you can choose the correct tree and not the other. Instead, the machinery method to take the harvest, not select the tree, not select the maturation, but have a standard.
Mechanical harvesting began just 20 years ago. This enables farmers to grow olives intensively, meaning they can plant the trees closer together in tight rows on flat land so that special equipment can be used to harvest the olives. In order for a farm to be harvested by machinery, new trees have to be planted, and that means that historic trees are being uprooted and replaced. This contributes to the ever-increasing loss of ancient varieties of food and the diminishing of the world's precious biodiversity.
In Arbequina is the famous variety in Spain. Produce for 1 kilo of olives, you produce 20-25% and more for olive oil extra virgin. Our variety, Grignano and Favarol, produce maximum 10-11%.
Okay, so that's more than twice as much. Okay. Yet young orchards planted for higher yields do not produce as fine a tasting olive oil as older plantations. Mechanical harvesting happens all at the same time, while by contrast, the farmers in this area are able to harvest selectively by hand and choose the trees that are of the ideal ripeness. The season here in northern Italy is cooler, so the harvest lasts from October through December, and having Daniele's mill just a few miles away means that Jovial's olives are pressed within 12 hours of harvesting, ensuring a very low acidity.
In Italy there is many difference of kind of olive oil, the variety, and the region is different. In the north, we are very happy because we have the hill, and in the north, in November arrived the snow, and the temperature is perfect for picking the olives, and the smell is not so much strong, it's not so much aggressive, but it's very good for the international cuisine on the world, because delicate, elegance, and smell perfect for all the food.
Yeah. The amazing thing about olive trees is that their yields do not decline with age, because the tree has a way of regenerating itself. Trees that are 200 or 300 years old produce the same, if not more oil, and a much better quality oil. By contrast, fruit orchards and vineyards must be replaced after a few decades because production declines. That is the very reason why these 3 ancient varieties of olives, the original trees, have remained on these small family farms today. And how would you compare the flavor of those type of olives to the flavor of this oil?
Is the same of the wine. It's the same of the red wine, Valpolicella, and the Amarone.
Olive oil is a costly ingredient, but there are good reasons for this. Each tree on this small farm produces just 3 liters of extra virgin olive oil per year. One person harvests enough to make 11 bottles a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the,
all right. And so in a farm like this, how many trees are there about?
Maybe 500, 600, 700.
And how long does it take them to harvest?
Maybe 1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
Okay. As the size of olive farms grow and they become more mechanized, there is the increased real risk of losing the older generation of farmers and all of the know-how that has been passed down to them from their ancestors. The number of young people going into farming today has greatly declined, and intensive farming practices reduces the need for them even more.
It's hard work, but I have a lot of old people that work with me, and they teach me how to do my work. So at the end we work like a team, and it's the best way to work because I can learn how to work in my land, and maybe I will transfer this knowledge at my
to the
next generation. Yes.
Okay. Thousands of years ago, the Romans planted these ancient varieties of olives in this area as their empire expanded. Daniele's family has been cultivating these olives since 1895, and they have refused to replace their ancient varieties of olives with modern cultivars.
Produce a little quantity, but for my child, for my mother, for our, is very important, little oil, but good quality, a good oil.
My husband and I have been coming to this area for years to purchase our family's yearly supply of olive oil. When we are at the mill during harvest time, you can really feel a sense of community, trust, and pride as each farmer delivers his family's small bounty. The olives are harvested. The farmers bring their harvest from the same day.
Bring in the morning and the evening, arrive here in the farm.
And you're pressing 24 hours a day.
24 hours.
24 hours a day from October to December.
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday, always.
It is necessary to preserve the quality, because in Italy, the high quality of Italy, we work together at the farmer, because every farmer for us is our family.
For us, it's very important that you can give me the hand.
Right.
It's very important.
Right.
You are my collaboration. I am your collaboration. Right.
We're partners.
The partners.
All of the farmers that help make Jovial's organic extra virgin olive oil are protective of their heritage. It would be easier for them to give in to the changing times and lose their old ways. But they know, once they do that, the very traditions that make their life special will be lost forever. On this rainy day that I spent on the farm, Giorgio shared his fond memories of a traditional olive oil cake that his mother would make on Sundays. The cake was cooked in a terracotta Dutch oven, baked in the heat of the ashes from the fireplace which covered the pan. Giorgio explained that no one in this area makes that cake anymore, and it would be difficult to locate the authentic recipe, because nowadays everyone just makes tiramisù.
Tiramisù. Tutte le sorte, ma questa qua proprio non le mangi più.